Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. I know I'm like really, really late with this review, but better late than never, right? All right, so basically, long story short, all the guys are arriving home from drinking. I think they had video footage of the new guy, Danielle's husband. Ugh, he is so cute to me. Um, and Rachel's husband. Uh, what's Marge? What's Marcus' husband name? Is his husband? Is her husband named Joe? I think it is Joe. Joe. Joe talking about take your clothes off and get into bed. Next thing you hear is some snoring. So anyways, Joe. Joe Gorga. Wait, Melissa Gorga. Joe. Yeah, Joe Gorga. Melissa's husband. Can I say something? Baby Joe is a drama queen. We're gonna get into Joe in a little bit. Baby, I said Joe is out here really building his wife and family a home. Girl. Y'all really be having some nerve to think the way that y'all think and to feel the way that y'all feel. This man is out here building his wife and family a whole home. And you have men online right now thinking just because, girl, they make $70,000 a year. The girl, they run the whole household. They run the whole world. Girl, this man is out here building his wife a home. I said, come on, Joe Gorga. Babe, I saw Joe on that roof. I said, girl, what is he? So Joe is a construction worker. Is he? He builds homes. For those who may be new to this review, or I'm not a real big New Jersey fan. I've watched like the last few seasons. I've tuned in. I feel like I have to say this every episode. I've tuned in episodes here and there throughout, since they've started, but I really don't know the ins and outs of Joe's and Teresa's relationship. So I just kind of like have come to my own judgment that girl, they're both a mess. Okay. And they both have contributed to the demise of their relationship. That's what I've come to. Teresa seems like she's hard headed. Joe seems like he's hard headed and a drama queen. Just a mess. But yeah, I was like, girl, Joe is really on this roof, girl. I said, okay. Come on, Mr. Build a Home. Okay. Joe the construction man. Um, anyways, I'm really trying to hold back what I want to say. But girl, y'all know what I'm trying to say? Girl, some of these men, y'all really be out here thinking y'all moving and shaking stuff. Ain't building nothing, ain't fixing nothing. You got this man on TV climbing from climbing from the top of a roof. Um Joe and Melissa. Um from what they try to explain is, I guess when Teresa was in jail, um, Joe, which is Teresa's ex-husband, needed money. And so I guess the way that they tried to make it seem as though they were doing him a favor by making sure that he could provide for his family. That's what I got from it. But what I feel is, I feel like Melissa and Joe, especially Joe, like y'all are TV whores. Like Joe loves. I feel like out of all the husbands, Joe has grown to love the camera, love the celebrity. I think I just feel like Joe is a drama queen. So yes, while you may have been doing, I guess, Joe a favor by helping him provide for his kids and shoot, I guess, like shoot. Did they shoot a special when Teresa was gone? But whatever it was, I guess, filming with him, you were doing him a favor so he could have somebody to, I guess, film with. But girl, you also wanted to be on camera too. So don't just act like, girl, you were just doing Joe this big favor. You know what I'm saying? Um, Teresa. I do think it's wrong that Teresa is not inviting Melissa's mother to that wed. Like, there are some scenarios that I could understand if Teresa didn't want to invite Melissa's mother. Like if Melissa and Joe got a divorce and it was a nasty divorce and blah 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 blah, and Teresa felt like, you know, Teresa was team brother and then she got married and she didn't invite, like I could understand something like that. But the truth of the matter is, Teresa, girl, you have been knowing this lady for a very long time. From what I saw on the show, the clips that they've shown, your father who passed away, you know, I guess, you know, formed some type of friendship with Melissa's mother. Teresa tries to, Teresa, I guess, you know, is standing in her decision, which is fine, by saying, telling Louis, well, they didn't invite your family to Antonia's. Isn't that Joe and Melissa's daughter? They didn't invite your family to Antonia's Sweet 16. Girl, that is not the same thing. Girl, girl, they just met Louis, girl, 3 days ago. You've been knowing this lady for 20 years. Girl, that is not the same thing. I don't know what the reason is why she wouldn't invite Melissa's mother. I honestly don't know. It is a little strange to me. Maybe she ain't never liked the heifer. I would rather her just say that. I ain't never liked that heifer from the time I met her. Mm-mm. Um, she says she's not close to Melissa's family. Can we just call a thing, y'all? I think Teresa had over 200 guests at her wedding. In real life, ain't nobody that close to 200 people. However many people she had at her wedding, from Kenya to Ramona, all these people who she probably, you know, speak to once a year, text every now and again, shoot a special with for Bravo. Girl, nobody, I think Teresa had a lot of people at her wedding. You're not close to all those people, period. Okay? And I would assume that you would invite someone who you've been knowing for 20 years versus somebody who you just met through like a coworker, pretty much. But it is what it is. Not Joe, Louis basically convinces Teresa to call Joe. You know what I said? I was hollering when when Louis was writing down what Teresa needed to say to Joe. That's I was giggling. Um, so Teresa calls Joe to extend an invitation to her housewarming party. And Joe answers the phone. Girl, they both are hard headed. That's what it comes down to. They're both hard headed. They're both stubborn, in my opinion. But I will give Teresa this, even though Teresa is not my favorite. At least she extended an invitation, right? Like, hey, she called. I mean, at this point, I don't really know. Y'all relationship is very toxic. It's very rocky. So either you're gonna accept the invitation or not. I mean, he didn't, but he didn't go to the party. But she extended the invitation. Um, Dolores' mother comes over. You know, Dolores' mother had open heart surgery, I believe. She's supposed to be on a diet. She says she's doing well, but she ate a piece of cake for breakfast. Cause the girl went. But she said she ain't had no cake all week. Girl, I understand. But girl, I still don't think it's good to have. Girl, I still don't think it's good to have a piece of cake for breakfast when your ass should be eating oatmeal and a banana and a cup of water. Okay. Um, Frank and Paul, they're just not gonna be friends. Like, I mean, I'm not mad at Paul. His name Paulie or Paul. Dolores' new man. Girl, ain't nobody, like I said, and I stand by it. That Dolores Frank situation is a very like rare situation in my opinion. Ain't too many people coming around and trying to be best friends with your ex-husband. Like, I mean, I get he's in the picture. He may be around when I come around, but other than that, girl, I don't. We're not gonna be hanging out and taking shots together. Absolutely not. I understand it. um, Jennifer, I think Jennifer is Jennifer wants to rent a party bus for her 17-year-old son. She says that this is Bill's fault because basically, ever since people found out through March that Bill cheated on Jennifer, it's been a tough year for I guess the kids. So I guess she's gonna. I feel like Jennifer is gonna use that to basically kind of get what she wants. Well, it's your fault, so I'm getting him the party bus. Well, it's your fault, so I'm going to get them, the shoes that they want. Well, it's your fault. He wants a new car, so I'm getting him a new car. I feel like I could see Jennifer pulling stunts like that. Bill, girl, this is what it comes down to. Jennifer wants Bill to fight with her. Girl, like, Jennifer, I get it. Girl, this is your gig, right? This is your gig, And the husbands kind of, follow. I heard the husbands on New Jersey get paid, but this is your gig. Bill is a whole doctor. Girl, why do you want Bill to be on TV fighting with you? When Jennifer was talking, he was basically trying to tell Jennifer, like, when you get into it with people, I'm removing you for you. And I took it as though he was trying to say, so you won't do nothing stupid, hit nobody. Like, what if I'm trying to look out for you? And she was basically like, what if I don't want you to look out for me? Basically, like, what if I want to sit there? I took what Jennifer was trying to say, what if I want to fight? And I say, Bill, look. I was hollering. Bill was like, baby, this bitch is crazy. That's what Bill was basically thinking. This bitch is crazy. Girl. Anyways, I put Bill as sick of Jennifer, okay? What else? Jennifer and Rachel go out. I thought it was a kiki when Rachel asked Jennifer could they share her pizza, and Jennifer was like, "Oh no, I don't do that." No, like no, not to be offensive, but I don't share. Girl, I'm with Jennifer. I'm not sharing. Girl, I'm not a share food type of person. Appetizers, it's fine, but like once my plate come, girl, I hate sharing my food. I do. I got to be in a good mood. Girl, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This is going to sound real selfish. Girl, I have to want some of your food. I have to want to taste some of your food for you. Then I know that, girl, I'm going to have to let you taste mine. But other than that, child, I don't like sharing my food, girl. You ain't digging in my plate. I'm eating all my food. And what I don't eat, I'm taking home. Jennifer. Jennifer Aiden. Is that her name? Jennifer, yeah. Jennifer is messy. Jennifer messy. I love Jennifer though, The only person I'm just gonna be honest, the only person I really don't too much care for is Teresa. Everybody else is cool to me. But Jennifer is a little. What's the diva call her? She's a busybody. She is like Jennifer. You call Rachel talking about Dolores, knowing Rachel has some type of relationship with Dolores and Frank. Then Jennifer calls the new Jennifer Fessler. Is that her name? She's funny. She is funny. Marge said I was like her shape, but she is kind of funny. Talking about Marge. And Marge and Jennifer have been friends for like 3 years. So it's like either Jennifer is trying to kick up some mess. I feel like Jennifer's just trying to kick up some mess because there's no way you're that slow where like you have to know that they're gonna go back and tell. Like you have to know. Jen also called Jen. She says that Marge is jealous of her. I don't think Marge is jealous of her. I don't think she's threatened by Jennifer. I don't. I just think that girl Marge got what it sounds like to me from what I've seen. Marge has a mouth on her. Jennifer has a mouth on her, and girl, that's what it is. Okay, I don't think it's. I don't think it has nothing to do. I definitely don't think that Marge is jealous of Jennifer. Um. Oh. Joe basically is pissed. He's not going to the house. I feel like Joe is a drama queen. Joe. Like I said, I understand that, girl, it's years and years and years and years and years and years and years of mess between, Teresa and Joe. But Joe, girl, I don't know. At some point, I'm like low key, like with Teresa, like not with Teresa, but like, what else do you want from the girl? Because either you're going to accept the olive branch and go to the party and try and make things better, or either you just gonna say, okay, I've come to the realization that, girl, I don't want to deal with her. I think I would rather Teresa or Joe just tell each other, you know what, I hate this, but I don't want you in my life. Because this back and forth, this dance that they do, quiet as it's kept, Teresa and Joe really don't like each other, and the only reason why they're trying to is Teresa and Joe really their only family that they have? Now that is sad. Because I've heard them say that like more than a few times. Like that's the only living family. Like is that really the only living family they have on their side of the family? If so, that is kind of sad. Girl. What's even sadder is that, girl, they have not seen Joe and Melissa. Joe and Melissa have not seen their nieces like in 6 months, and I'm assuming Teresa hasn't seen her nieces and nephews in 6 months. Girl, that's horrible, girl. I could not imagine going 6 months without seeing my nieces. But when they get into these arguments and fights, girl, it drives a wedge between the cousins. That's sad. That's trifling on Joe. Like, it's one thing for you. Because I feel like I feel like the cousins, the nieces and nephews, they're at an age now where, girl, even if, uncle and auntie or whatever, are getting into it, that they still should be able to have some type of relationship. I could see maybe if they were like 1, 2, 3, where it's kind of like, girl, I have to call your mama to get in contact with you. But they're at an age where Teresa doesn't have to go through Melissa or Joe to get to her nieces or nephews, and vice versa. So it's really trifling on both of their ends that they're not in contact and have not seen their nieces or nephews. I'm talking about Teresa and Joe and Melissa. Somebody said this on Twitter. I want Melissa. I think that was Tia. I want Melissa to. This is what I want for Melissa. And I know it's going to be hard because, girl, she's in the mess. But I want Melissa to stay out of the Joe and Teresa drama. Girl, at the end of the day, girl, they are brother and sisters. And sister, girl, like, you need to stay out of the mess. You need to just be like the cool auntie who, calls the girls and, maybe take them to go buy a dress every now and again. Make sure the cousins still have some type of relationship. Girl, you need to stay out of that Joe and Melissa mess. I mean, you need to stay out of that Joe and Teresa mess. Let them deal with it. Because the truth of the matter is, girl, no tea, no shade. And I'm not trying to wish the end of their marriage. Girl, I'm gonna leave it alone. um, Frank misses the old setup from what they said. Basically, I mean, I get it because, Dolores has made this a thing between them where they still were family, even though they were not family. Legally, I guess she wasn't married to him, but she still made sure that the family stayed together. And now Dolores is on some real. Dolores is on some, girl, basically F Frank. And it is what it is. And this is my man, and he gonna have to deal with it. Girl. I'm not mad at Dolores. Um, oh, that conversation between Melissa and Gia and the other girl was real awkward. Girl, you could tell that they have not seen each other. Melissa, girl, you low key a liar too. Because the way you walked up to them girls and was like, it feels like I haven't seen you. Because, bitch, you haven't. Girl, why are you acting like, girl, why are you acting like you see them girls? You ain't seen them girls. You have not seen those girls. So it feels like I haven't seen you. Girl, because you haven't seen them. What the hell? Anyways, Danielle and Jackie got into it. I like Danielle. Danielle is a kiki. I love Danielle. And I love her husband too. He is so cute. But Danielle and Jackie, I said, oh girl, that's my girl. I love Jackie. But Danielle and Jackie got into it. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was kind of cute when Jackie walked up to Danielle. I mean, when Danielle walked up to Jackie, it was basically like, is this appropriate or does it look like it came out of the dirty camp? I said, I know that's right. Girl, let's get the party started. Girl, let's just get down to the nitty gritty, girl. Okay? Teresa and Louis give a speech. Teresa said something about them being her chosen family. Marge said that wasn't very nice. I'm sorry. Girl, y'all acting like Teresa didn't invite Joe. Look, Teresa invited the man. He didn't want to come. Y'all cannot start flipping what she said about chosen family on Teresa. He chose not to come. If he would have been there, and when she said chosen family, then y'all would have been like, oh, that's so sweet, that's so nice. But he chose not to come. Y'all are acting like she didn't invite him. And she did invite him. Joe was just a drama queen. And then that's pretty much it. Danielle and Jackie get into it. Jennifer is real. Jennifer, you messy girl. Jennifer, I go for Jennifer because Jennifer has a mouth. I like a diva with a slick mouth. But I go for Jennifer in her mouth. I go for Marge in her mouth. I go for Jackie in her mouth. But Jennifer, you messy. And you are a busybody, like the diva call you. You are a busybody. Girl, and you like I said, you're messy to the point where I don't know if you know you're being messy. Or maybe you know. Because like Marge, at least with Marge, from what I understand, Marge knows everybody. But I haven't seen, from what I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't seen Marge really get caught up. Like Jennifer gets caught up in, like Jennifer, you're bold to the point where you call Marge's friend and talk about Marge. Like, at least I'm sure when Marge talk about you, she probably talking about you to like Dolores. You know what I'm saying? But then, girl, somebody could say, girl, Dolores and Jennifer were friends too. I don't know, child. Jennifer is a mess, girl. Jennifer gets into it with the new girl, Rachel. It's cute. I like this season. It's cute. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.